It tries to no avail to shut down dance floor programs like the floor, the surface of the planet. Flame dancers. That's why those workshops, the MCO workshops, known as Dance to Be Free, I do not use DOM. I am a free spirit, a flame dancer, a musician, musical spheres, the flame in the spheres, the first flame, the first tech operator, the internal, eternal flame of Adama, Amarea, Eartha Ark, the Emerald Ark, the Emerald Sun, the first sun, first rays of light, Ita Urshali. And so I shared a file quite a few files ago about how dance floor programs get shut down. So I can share some of my observations because when I was a little boy, I acknowledged I was surrounded by order followers, robots. Follow the rules. The rule-based functions of finite nova-based programs. Oh, nova-base. Yeah, the base 10, the 55 harmonic. The vampiric, finite artificial system. So I shared a file, for example, where I grew up because I loved to swim in the ocean. Swimming with dolphins, guardian dolphins. In a place called the Rendezvous Ballroom. It was called a rendezvous. The Rendezvous Ballroom in Newport Beach, California. That dance floor program was shut down. And that's what I noticed over wave speed vectors between decade after cycle after cycle, generation after generation after generation, targeting dance floors. Dance floor programs. Oh, dance floor programs. The programming, the matter programming, the holographic programs. Dancing in spirit, form, and flow with the first spirit dancer. The first form and flow of the crystal spirit, the Christed spirit. Christosophia, the grand cathedral of elemental ion integration is union, the unicide. Yana ya ya, moo, mu, moo, like when a cow moves. When a cow moves in perpetual motion, dancing with all the stars on fire to experience the first fire. Ita Urshaleaya. So you're learning how to dance again because we're learning how to talk again as code talkers, as plasma tone talkers. Silent running. I received the transmission. I will be outside at 9-4, as in 13, Mother Ark. Silent transmission. The transmission fluid, hydraulic lift capacity to get off the ground. Fly away. Be free. Free as a bird. Free as an eagle. The golden eagle. Golden fire balance. Spirits love to dance. So that's what I noticed over time, because in all the different spin point locations that I was going as nodes in a network, I noticed there wasn't any dance floor programs. Whoa, they're not singing and dancing. And I would refer to that and call those flatliners. So we know what a flatline is. Right? As in EKG, as in ABCs, as in airway, breathing, and circulation speed, the speed of learning, through voltage, the first voltage regulator. experiencing no power over unity. Eternally gifting pure, eternal, absolute love, gifting electrons that go on forever in perpetual motion. Playing love songs. Spirits that love to dance because we're playing musical spheres with all the spirits, all the elementals. We're in union, as in Union PlayStation, a radio station, a radio star network, the first star network. The one I serve is the one I am. So that's called kickstarting, learning how to dance again as spirit, in spirit form and flow, with the right tones, the right spin tones. Now we're spinning our way home again to experience 12 pillars of pure, eternal, absolute love, to experience the 13th mother arc. The precise center point is the still point of a true vacuum. Dance floor programs, singing and dancing, playing music, lifting the spirit to experience being more electric as a creative, free expression in spirit, form, and flow. I know, Mama. And so these are just old files. But I noticed this over time. So, for example, when I moved from Southern California and went to do energetic breathing work up in Southern Oregon in a place called, you may have heard this word used in some of those workshops, called a knot. Well, in Northern California, right along where that mountain range is, the Klamath National Forest, the Siskiyou National Recreation Area, that whole area there around Crescent City where the redwoods are, going over to, you know where, Mount Shasta. Well, if you look at the landscape as terraforming, as the form and flow of frequency and vibration, you'll notice similarities between the Klamath National Forest, for example, and the Marble Cone Wilderness, also known as the Russian Wilderness, which is right there too, as they rename energy locations. And so you can see many of the same patterns as sound and light burn patterns in the Sierra Nevada mountains. Right? Up near Mount Whitney and goes up to, whoa, Mount Lassen. You ever been up to Mount Lassen? Beautiful forest. Beautiful forest, especially when you go down to a place called Hat Creek, like in the Mad Hatter, as in Alice in Wonderland on Laurel Canyon, as in USAF programs. Yeah. And so I have fun with this, even though it's not funny, but it is the nature of how it works. What it does is not what we are. So there was a guy, for example, this morning that I watched on his little drone. He had a visual drone up, an artificial drone operated unit, flying over an area where I was doing work, where the Klamath Knot is, up in an area where Highway 99 goes from Crescent City up into Grants Pass, where I believe that's where that doctor lives that was talking to Karen. The Klamath Knot. Clearing the Klamath Knot.